What's up, guys? Tony Ramirez here, and welcome to the garage. If you're into turning wrenches, fixing up cars, or just keeping your ride in top shape, you're in the right spot. I drop real-world tips, no fluff, just what actually works. So hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's wrench smarter, not harder. All right, enough intro. Let's jump right in.
Find the best garage to change your intake manifold. See Garages. The intake manifold is an integral part of your vehicle's engine system. Its function is to distribute air within the engine. It therefore plays a crucial role in starting your car. It distributes air throughout the engine cylinders. What is the role of the intake manifold? What are the symptoms of a faulty intake manifold? How can I detect an intake manifold leak? How to clean an intake manifold? How much does it cost to change an intake manifold? Find the best garage to change your intake manifold. See Garages. What is the role of the intake manifold? Also known as the distributor, the intake manifold is a key component of a combustion engine. It is located between the air filter and the cylinder head. It distributes the incoming air to all the engine cylinders. The air is divided into several paths according to the number of cylinders present. Within each cylinder, combustion takes place with your vehicle's fuel. The shape of the manifold greatly affects your engine's efficiency. It is made up of a series of pipes connected into a single bypass pipe, at the end of which is an air filter. Incoming air can take two different forms. Made up entirely of air from outside the vehicle, it rushes into the cylinders with or without filtering, mixed with cooled exhaust gas. This is made possible by an EGR, exhaust gas recirculation, valve. Operation is quite simple. When the engine is started, the air valve opens. During this intake phase, several injections are possible, depending on the fuel supply system. Mono injection. The air portion is supplied by the filter. The air is mixed with the fuel in the ECU, multi-point injection. Each manifold pipe contains individual fuel injectors, direct injection. When the valve is lowered, the piston compresses the air in the cylinder. With direct injection, only the air is sucked in. What are the symptoms of a faulty intake manifold? An intake manifold failure will show up fairly quickly. You'll be able to detect it if you encounter the following situations: excessive fuel consumption, cracks are visible on the intake. Manifold, fouling on the intake manifold, valves in poor condition, loss of engine power during acceleration, black soot deposits in the intake manifold. Find the best garage to change your intake manifold. See Garages. How can I detect an intake manifold leak? An out-of-order intake manifold can also be the result of an intake manifold leak. Several signs may alert you to a leaking intake manifold: a loss of engine power when shifting gears, difficulty accelerating, difficulty maintaining a constant speed on the road, oil puddles under your vehicle, abnormal engine noises. How to clean an intake manifold. To prevent your intake manifold from clogging up, you can clean it yourself if you're familiar with auto mechanics. Cleaning your intake manifold will also increase its lifespan, as well as its performance. Equipment required: protective gloves, toolbox, high-pressure cleaner, paint stripper. Remove the 4 screws at the top and bottom of the intake housing. You can then disassemble the intake manifold. Step 2. Clean the assembly. To this must be added the cost of labor to carry out the replacement. This is a relatively time-consuming operation, since several parts have to be dismantled to gain access to the manifold. Count on at least 2 to 3 hours work. Find the best garage to change your intake manifold.